welcome to the Twitch stream, my first real one, if anyone's here. Good? Top of the hour, or half hour? Cool. Greetings, everyone. I'm Alex Shiel. I work at Hashicorp currently, where I'm on the Vault crypto team. On the side, I play violin. I've been playing since I was a little kid. And I've recently had the chance to start studying again with the teacher who's part of the Detroit Symphony here in the Ann Arbor area where I live. I think it was my fourth lesson with him, and he was telling me about this book that he's been reading about agile methodology practices and Scrum and how we have like product managers and stuff, and that's really close to what I do in real life. And I'm like, Mo, too real. I like to keep that to my day job and focus on music in the lesson. But he told me that playing violin, a lot of people think it's like design or architecture or something, but it's really closer to product management in the sense that you have to lay out what piece you want to play. You want to figure out what's the hard parts of that. You want to create a schedule for delivering that, and it really gave me a different perspective on things of how I could apply some of my engineering background to violin. So the other thing is, this is a Hashicorp musical coffeehouse, and thank you to Rayanne and all the others who helped establish this. I'm very happy to be playing here. I figure I should tie kind of what I'm playing into the coffeehouse theme. So I'll be playing some works from Bach and Ysaye. And Bach, I'm not sure if you knew, but he was a major coffee addict. He apparently had multiple cups of coffee a day, and he create a large volume of work that is estimated. A single person could spend like 69 years or something just trying to write out all the transcribe all the music that he wrote. And he when he was in Leipzig, shortly after, he wrote the piece I'll be playing today. He was part of this Leipzig coffee house that Telemann actually started a little bit of chamber music in, and he took it over after Telemann's death and kind of kept doing free concerts at this coffee house. And so I thought that was a nice tradition that we're kind of keeping alive. So. There is a chance, I've not found the actual brand that he drank, but there is rumors that that brand is still available today. So there's a chance if you're drinking a cup of coffee on this little concert program that you might be drinking the same brand as Bach. So without much further ado, I'll play the first piece. It's Bach's third Partita in E major, first movement, Preludio. And he wrote this in the 1700s, 1710, I believe, range, 1710s. And it's a series of about 6 movements that are for solo violin, so no accompaniment, and in the key of E major. And you can really tell that even though Bach was used to also writing for organs and multiple sets of instruments, you can still bring out that depth on just a solo instrument. So this is Preludio. The second composer I'm going to be playing a work by is Ysaye. I think it was Belgium originally, but he actually came to the States in 1920s, and around that time he was in the Cincinnati area, and he met a number of different violinists who were soloists at that time, including Jacques Theobald, and Eugene and his other six friends were really at the top of the violin in the early 1900s, in the professional world of violin soloists. And Eugene Ysaye was also a composer, and so he dedicated 6 violin sonatas to each of his six friends, and the second one is dedicated to Theobald, as I mentioned. And Theobald, it's rumored, would warm up every morning with that Bach Preludio piece. And so in Ysaye's rendition of it, if you would, he kind of quotes Bach and then adds his own piece to it. And this movement the first movement is titled Obsession. And kind of envision Theobald or somebody really practicing the Preludio over and over again, trying to get it just perfect, and having a little bit of an obsession with it. So this is the second sonata by Eugene Ysaye, movement 1, Obsession. piece. Yeah, so that's kind of the two pieces, and they continue on, for more movements. And so I'm going to play the second movement from the Bach, the Loure, after the Preludio. And in Bach's time, we had a little different set of bows and instruments. I play without a shoulder rest. There's some soloists play with a piece of plastic or wood or foam sponge or something, and it helps hold the instrument on the shoulder. I choose to play without, which is probably most similar to how people in Bach's time would have played. And the other thing is, in Bach's time, there was a different type of bow. So if you look, this is the bow I've been playing on. It's called a torque bow because Francis Torque was the one who invented it, and it's kind of curved like a happy face or something. But a Baroque bow, like Bach would have written for, is actually curved a little bit the other way. And so on a Baroque bow, when you play a note, it's harder to sustain, and it diminuendos at the tip. So if you were just to play, it kind of tapers off at the beginning or at the end. Whereas if you play on a torque bow, it's easier to control the pressure due to the way it's curved, and so you can play a very flat. And you can control the pressure at the tip a little more and control the volume. So I think it adds a nice little bit of character to the Loure to play with the Baroque bow. So so this is the second movement of Partita number 3 by Johann Sebastian Bach, the Loure. the Loure, and Ysaye, kind of mirrored it in his next movement. The quotes are less, obvious, but I think he kind of captures, a similar mood as the Loure, is Malinconia. And the interesting thing about this movement is Ysaye called for the use of a mute to kind of give the violin a little different voicing and a little different character and color to it. So this is the second movement of Ysaye's Sonata number 2, Malinconia. Well, before I go, it is winter time after all, and I'm not going to play any Christmas music, don't worry. I'm sure we're hearing enough of that on the radio and other places. But, people have tried to imitate the seasons and the weather and music, and I think one of the most famous classical pieces is Vivaldi's Four Seasons, where he writes in different concerto, winter, spring, summer, fall, to a poem, and so he tries to mimic each season and the different parts of the poem in the music, and it's winter outside. Can't really see it, I guess, but it's winter here in Michigan. So before I sign off, I'd like to play the inner movement of Vivaldi's Winter, Largo. thank you everyone for coming, and have a happy holiday season and good rest of your time. Thank you very much.